As explained before, interfaces are a collection of synchronous and asynchronous messages. The synchronous messages are called operations and the asynchronous ones are called signals. We will start by operations. Interface operations are used to model synchronous communication between two connected components that are using the same interface. The sender component side has execution until the invoked operation gets executed and the return value gets received. The data carried by the communication are represented as parameters passed to the operation or the return value of the operation. If there is a return value, the type of the operation is the same as that of the return value. So how to create an interface operation? We will continue with the GPS example and use the UI interface that was created in the interface tutorial. There are two ways to add an operation to an interface. The first is using the tree view. Navigate to the UI interface, right-click New Operation, or select it from canvas and right-click New Operation. We can give it a name, set time. The return type of the operation is set to void by default. That can be changed using the set return type functionality. Right-click Set Return Type and a list of all available types will show to choose from. Then click OK. But for this example, the set time operation will be void. To add a parameter to the interface operation, using the tree view, navigate to the operation, right-click New Parameter. We will give it a name, time. The type of the parameters is set to integer by default, and that too can be changed using set type. Right-click Set Type and select one of the available data types, but we will keep it integer for this example. Interface signals are used to model asynchronous communication between components. Signals model a communication during which a reaction is asynchronously triggered in the receiver side without a reply. The sender of a signal invocation will not block waiting for a reply but will continue execution immediately. Signals do not have a return type. The data carried by the asynchronous communication are represented only as signal parameters passed to that signal. So how to create an interface signal? To create an interface signal, we can follow the same steps of creating an operation. Navigate to the UI interface, right-click, New Signal. Give it a name, Start Stop Rest. Keeping into consideration that signals do not have a return type. To add a parameter to the signal, using the tree view, navigate to the signal, right-click, New Parameter. But in this example, we don't need to add a parameter to the interface signal. We can look at the UI interface. This interface has 3 operations and 5 signals. The first operation is set time. It has a void return type. Its direction is to provider. It has only one parameter, time. It's of type integer. The second is set data. It gets passed two parameters. The first is value of type real, and the second is unit. It's of type unit. Unit is a user-defined data type that lives in UI data types package. Data types are explained in more detail in another tutorial. The signals have no return type. They can only get passed parameters. As we can see here in the heart rate provider interface, heart rate change signal, this signal gets passed a heart rate parameter that's of type real.